Eddie Nketiah to Crystal Palace, where Arsenal are concerned. Mikel Merino allegedly has completed his medical, and there's some other isms and schisms. Now, appreciative to you lot tuned in. Apologies for joining you lot late. Apologies for my voice. I've literally just got in from Carnival. My voice is finished, people, but nonetheless, the journey still has to kick on. So yeah, smash the like button, like, comment, and subscribe, and all of those things. David Ornstein is where we're first going to stop off. Crystal Palace close to agreeing a deal to sign Arsenal's Eddie Nketiah. With the greatest of respect to Eddie Nketiah, we've heard Nottingham Forest, we've heard, Marseille. We don't know what's going on as the window draws to a close, but allegedly he's close to joining Crystal Palace, which is a good move for him. First thing, Arsenal get money, he gets first team football. I can't remember for the life of me the Crystal Palace's manager, and they've got a big job to stay in the division, in my opinion, with their potential exit / people who have left. But for me, I look at the Brighton gaffer, I look at the Crystal Palace manager. When I look beyond Mikel Arteta and Arsenal, and I just look on with a neutral cap on, them two teams play very good football, and Crystal Palace provide Eddie Nketiah, who is a South London lad, with the opportunity to do shots. David Ornstein has said Crystal Palace are close to agreeing a deal to sign Arsenal striker Eddie Nketiah. The North London club are expected to accept a Crystal Palace bid worth 25 million plus 5 million add-ons, which means we still get 30 million. No problem is anticipated on personal terms. The Athletic reported on Sunday that Crystal Palace were considering a move for Eddie Nketiah, having spoken to Arsenal about the 25-year-old earlier this summer. Now, in hindsight, is this a market opportunity that they believe that Eddie Nketiah can improve them, or is it because Crystal Palace with the Elise money, with the Joachim Anderson money, there could be some other outgoings that I am unaware of? They've got the money to go and spend 30 million on Eddie Nketiah, who is still going to have to compete with Mateta, etc. The news came shortly after Nottingham Forest's pursuit of Eddie Nketiah broke down. The forward decided against making the switch, despite Nottingham Forest and Arsenal setting on a fee of £30 million. Now, many people would have been very quick to jump down the throat of Edu, for example, because the Marseille thing didn't happen. 1 minute he's going to Nottingham Forest. To be fair, even if Crystal Palace wasn't a thing and Nottingham Forest, the bid got rejected and he stays at the club, I don't think you could blame the football club, because Eddie has said, I don't want to leave. Has he had a change of heart? Does he not believe Crystal Palace is the best move forward? Have Crystal Palace offered him more money? Does he believe in the project more over there than at Nottingham Forest? I don't know. And with the greatest of respect to Eddie and Nottingham Forest, I don't really care, people. Earlier in the window, Marseille had worked to recruit the England international. England international is a rich one, but could not find a compromise on the price. Arsenal tied Nketiah to a new contract in June 2022, just as he was about to become a free agent. His existing deal runs until 2027. I don't care how much money he gets, but we all know he's allegedly on 100 grand a week. We hope that's reinvested to an inside forward or a striker, and he's going to have to compete with Eduard and Mateta for a first team spot. Jordan Ayew of Crystal Palace has evidently departed. We know Gabriel Jesus missed out on the game against Aston Villa, which we won 2-0. Apparently his knock is seen to be better than what was first feared. But where you look at Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus with his injuries, yes, Martinelli and Trossard can play up front. We are a bit light, and if we can bring an inside forward and a striker, great. I think we need either or, on top of getting the Mikel Merino deal over the line, people. Keeping up the theme, Charlie Patino has completed his move to Deportivo La Coruna. Charlie, unfortunately, wasn't going to get a look in where first team football is concerned in the central midfield position. Allegedly, his dad is actually a Deportivo fan, and the way Charlie plays, I believe he's suited to the Spanish walk of life and the way of football, a bit like Miguel Aziz. And ironically, Charlie needs to go and get football in that regards. So yeah, man, go and do your thing. He was linked with Deportivo last year. It seems like the 20-year-old, there might have been some legit sort of rumors with that. He had a year left on his deal. He wasn't going to get a look in. So Charlie's departed the football club, folks. Moving on. Apparently, Mikel Merino completes Arsenal medical as Real Sociedad midfielder edges closer to finalizing 33 million move, while Fabio Vieira is set to join Porto on loan, as we've also heard. Once again, MN has completed his medical ahead of a 33 million pound move to the North London club. It's currently Monday at the time of making this video. Hopefully, when I wake up, we've officially confirmed his signing. Romano Soprano has said Mikel Merino has completed his medical as a new Arsenal player, with the club's exchanging documents deal being sealed. Merino is now expected to put pen to paper on the deal until 2028, which is a 4-year deal at the moment of this, with the option of a further year. Bring him in, man. Lovely stuff. Get him in, and let's see what else we could do, people. And technically, he would be the third signing. He follows David Raya, whose move from Brentford has been made permanently, and obviously Ricardo Calafori, whose move from Bologna has been confirmed. And now, if your name is Aaron Ramsdale, technically Eddie Nketiah, Kivior, I'm sure the club want to find resolutions on your future. Welcome, Mikel Merino. Wow, probably premature, but you get the point. Now, Evan Ferguson is a player at Brighton that has been linked with Arsenal. Apparently, Brentford are taking a look at him, and allegedly, apparently, Arsenal and Manchester City are monitoring him ahead of deadline day. The Manchester City need a striker. I guess Julian Alvarez has left, and they need someone that could be a deputy for Mr. Haaland, and the chance to learn from Pep Guardiola could be something Mr. Ferguson could not turn down. For us, that would be good. Apparently, they want a fee of around 70 million. Do you not think for the 19-year-old Irish international that is fair value? I like him a lot. Think he'd be a good rotation option. Literally, the role he has at Brighton, where he's in and out of the side, could be something for Arsenal. Of course, we want you to develop and push Kai Havertz or Gabriel Jesus or whoever it is for the striker position, people. Nelson was one that you might have been forgiven for assuming he'd be one of the first players out of the door in the summer transfer window. We saw in The Athletic, David Ornstein said he made it clear early to Arsenal that he wants to leave. West Ham and Leicester rumours have gone away. Allegedly, Arsenal will not stand in the way of a last gasp exit for winger Reiss Nelson. We all know the 24-year-old future has been subject to speculation. He did technically get minutes off the bench against Aston Villa, and apparently an exit is still possible. But do we let Reiss Nelson go, who is under contract until 2027, without signing a winger? Whether that's Nico Williams or whoever, I don't know, people. Your bet is as good as mine, people. Speaking of wingers, Kingsley Coleman allegedly has decided to leave Bayern before Friday's deadline day. His destination is not yet known, but several English clubs are interested, adding fuel to the fire potentially of signing for Arsenal or someone else. Osimhen allegedly has agreed a move to Saudi Arabia, although his agent has also come out and quashed those rumours. Has he been priced out of a move to the Premier League from Napoli? I don't think with the finances away from his ability, it currently makes sense for Arsenal, Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain, or whoever is interested in him to make a move for him. Now, allegedly, sources close to court of side have acknowledged that Arsenal are keeping and watching brief on Andreas Skov Olsen. Club Brugge have set a price tag in the region of 25 to 30 million euros for the winger. Like him, well, from what I've seen of him, don't have an informed opinion. But if this is someone that's seen as bolstering the squad, we need to get it done. So with that being said, people, that doesn't appear that there's anything else. Of course, rest assured that any other transfer news, opinions and stuff, I'll be quick to get videos out for you guys. But in relation to this, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Peace.
Like